All right, and we are live. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another business broadcast. Steve Plummer here. I'm joined by Cam Roberts. Cam, how you going?
Hey, Steve. How you going? Hope you enjoyed the Christmas, New Year's break to yourself and everyone else. So it's
Absolutely.
good to be back and back into the new year. So very exciting times.
Yeah, totally. All right, so Cam, this week we're talking about high ticket, low ticket offers, when to use them to grow sales, and it's a really important topic, I think, because you can't, your market gets sick of things. So where do you up the, where do you lower the ante? How is that all great for profitability? Before we dive into that, Cam, I just wanted to set the scene a little bit in terms of just offers in general, right? You've got to have a hungry crowd. You hear like a lot of the gurus say copy is king and all those sorts of things. That's true, but it's only true to a point, because if you don't have a hungry crowd, it doesn't matter how good your copy is. If you don't have a hungry crowd that's got a capacity to pay, it doesn't matter how good your copy is, or your funnel is, or your tech is, hungry crowd with a capacity to pay, and a hungry crowd that is able to be reminded, because you know what we're like as humans, our good intentions are great, but we're busy and we forget. So whether it's a high ticket item, a low ticket item, you've got to have those fundamentals in place. If those fundamentals aren't there, it doesn't matter how good your copy is, doesn't matter how good your tech is. It's not going to work. So I just wanted to, kick things off with that kind of context for get those things right, before you delve into whatever offers, whether it's a higher ticket item or lower ticket item, to kick your business off with, or to expand your business with. So Cam, so the high ticket, low ticket offers, when to use them to grow the business and grow sales.
Yeah, look, the reason I wanted to, pick this topic this week was because I've done a couple of podcasts recently with a couple of really nice people, experts in their industries, but they're both talking about high ticket offers, and that's great. But it got me thinking about how many people talk about one or the other, right? There's the camp that's like, you need to do high ticket. They're teaching other coaches on how to do high ticket, and then they're selling their high tickets, right? They're selling their high ticket offers, and that's fair enough. They're doing what they're teaching. And then you get the other camp, and they're like, well, no, low ticket, start low ticket. And of course they're selling a low ticket and extend them, and they've got their ebooks, they've got their mini courses, they've got the $47 thing or whatever it is. But it always seems to be, Steve, that it's one or the other, and you and I both know in marketing, it's not one or the other, it's both. And if you're going to run,
they're both valid, right? They're both
valid. Yeah, they're both valid, because you've got to have those different offers. And, it's not just in the informational business. It's not just in coaching and consulting and funnels, but even in the bricks and mortar world, in traditional businesses that serve communities, you need low ticket offers to get people in the door, to get them, interacting with you, to build that relationship. And you need high ticket offers to fill that void for people that, want those high ticket offers. So I guess the first thing, for those that are watching that may not be in the marketing world, run a standard bricks and mortar business, and they're thinking, well, what's the difference between a low ticket and a high ticket? I thought the best thing would be to start off with an example, Steve.
I was going to say, give us an example, Cam, for the context of it, right? Give us an example.
Yeah. So there's many different industries that you could pick, but one that comes into mind is a dentist, right? I've had a few dentists over the years that have used our services, and we've helped them do this numerous times. So a low ticket item in a dentist, like if you're a dentist and you've got a practice in a local community, a low ticket offer, and we've all seen these as people on the other end of, going to a dentist, could be a teeth whitening service, or it could be a check up and clean service, right? And so the check up and clean, or the come back and get it checked up and cleaned again, might only cost you $100, $200, whatever that is. Teeth whitening, they might sell for $99 or $197, whatever they pack in to that teeth whitening service, to come in, get your teeth cleaned, bit of whitening on them, however they treat them, whatever it is. You might go home with a thing that you put in your mouth and sleep in overnight with some special toothpaste, whatever that looks like. And it's usually around the $100, $200 mark, for a dentist to get your teeth cleaned and or whitened. Okay, so that would be a low ticket item for someone like a dentist. And then the high ticket offer or high ticket item would be something like a smile makeover, where someone pays for veneers in all of the front of their top teeth and bottom teeth. Now, veneers can be quite expensive. They can, go from a couple of $100 each to, thousands of dollars, depending on how many you get done. But, your typical veneer smile makeover, that could be anywhere between $5,000, $10,000, or even $15,000, depending on where you're shopping and who you're going with and, what sort of things that you want done to your teeth. So there's a big difference between the low ticket and the high ticket. However, the dentist's normal services sit pretty much in the middle of all of those things. There's going to be normal services and things that need to be done in a dental chair, fillings and all that sort of stuff, that are around 300, 400. Right? Yeah.
All that stuff we hate. Yeah.
So it's not one or the other. And I want to make that really clear. It's not low ticket, it's not high ticket. It's just that those low ticket and high ticket items form a marketing tactic, if you like, to grow your sales, because the low ticket item will attract new people or re-engage your existing client base who maybe have been in before for whatever reason. They haven't been in for a while, or you haven't sold them something for a while. So a low ticket is a good way to build awareness and also attract new people, and also to re-engage those who have not used your services for a while. And a high ticket item like the smile makeover would be a great upsell or an add-on to those that you do have a great relationship with and who have been using your business for some time.
Yeah, I guess it's not impossible to go to that big sale that just off cold and off the bat, if someone is really hungry and has the capacity, but that's probably not usual, right? And
right,
I guess that's
right.
the context.
It's probably like a 1 in 100 chance.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Less than 1% chance that you're going to sell someone a high ticket item when they ring up your practice, your business, when they send you an email, when they chat to you on Messenger, whatever it is. Very unlikely you're going to sell a 10K program with one program, service, product, with one chat or one email or one phone call.
Yeah, it's that one and done never works, right? And that's, I guess, loops back to what I said at the start there. You need to have the capacity to be reminded, because, and especially, I wouldn't say it's not important, lower ticket item, but especially with a higher ticket item where you have to consider, right? I mean, say it's a 10K thing, I would say that most people don't have 10K just sitting in a bank account that they get up in the morning and go, well, what am I going to spend that on? That doesn't mean they don't have the capacity, but it's not just a $5 lotto ticket, for instance, right?
It's and even if they do, like even if they're a multi-millionaire, they're still going to think over, putting their credit card through $10,000 for a swipe, compared to $99 for a swipe.
So that that ascension, that capacity to remind them, those who have the capacity to pay, is really, really important. For that. And so, Cam, I guess, are there times where you don't use a high ticket item or don't use a low ticket item? Can you just talk a little bit around that?
Yeah, so obviously, when someone reaches out to your business for the first time or makes an inquiry, and if they haven't, consumed your content before, if they haven't heard about you before, when that, because in that conversation, they're asking a lot of questions. That wouldn't be an opportune time to talk about, hey, here's your next step. I'm going to send you an invoice for $15,000 for veneers, right? That wouldn't be a first step. The first step would be, hey, Steve, sounds like you need some work done on your teeth. Yes, look, we can help you out. The best thing to do is come in for a consultation. It's going to be $99 or $197 or whatever that consultation is. We'll clean your teeth while you're here. We'll do the teeth whitening while you're here. I'll have a look around. We'll check out any fillings you've got, and then I can give you the options for getting your veneers done at that point, right? And so when you ask the question about, is there a best time? The best time to use high ticket offers is when people have already bought from your business. They're already experienced you. They already know, like, and trust you, and your conversion rate on high ticket items will be considerably better. Right. The low ticket items are for the awareness stage of the buyer's journey. So people who are not aware of your business, your company, your offerings, and also for, as I said before, for re-engaging your list. So you might have 2,000 people on your email marketing list at the moment, or 5,000 or 10,000, however many you have, or you might have a Facebook group, or you might have a good network on social media. And, a low ticket item like a $27 product, a $27, something online, Works for e-commerce even. Like your e-commerce store, the average sale might be somewhere around $37. It might be an average price of $90 on an e-commerce store. It doesn't really matter what your average sales price is, but you could go back to your list and say, hey, listen, we're running a special on product A, and if your average price is usually $37, you say, hey, we're giving it away. We're going to run a special, and it's only $7 for the next 72 hours or 48 hours or whatever it is. Now, the idea there is to get those people who are used to paying, $40 or $50 on average in your e-commerce store, let them make a purchase for like under $10, right? And they come and make that $7 purchase. And while they're there, they've made the $7 purchase. And then instantly through the tech and the upsells on your e-commerce store, you can say, hey, look, people like you also bought this product. And there's going to be a potential amount of those people that will buy the $7 product and then get upsold into the next $30 product or $40 product instantly through e-commerce. So, it works in informational marketing for those who are coaches, consultants, digital agencies, things like that. It also works in the bricks and mortar world, with people like dentists, tradies, people that offer services, personal trainers, gyms, swim schools, yoga studios, Pilates studios, things like that. And it also works in e-commerce as well.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing you can do with that too is, some people are very averse to discounting, and so what you then do, obviously, is you add a bonus to it. It doesn't. It's not junk that people don't want, though. It would be
absolutely.
Normally this, but then we're also gifting you this, as part of our special for March or whatever it might be.
Yeah, maybe you got some old stock there. Like we used to do that at the swim school. Like, as if those people that have listened to my podcast previously or have joined Steve and I, on our business broadcast may have heard me talk about, my swim school days, but we used to do that all the time, Steve. We'd have stock that would be goggles and caps that either suppliers would give us or we'd get for very cheap. And at certain times a year, we would just bundle those things up as an offer for new people to join. So when they join, they got their 4-lesson set plus caps, plus goggles, plus, a voucher from the swim school to buy coffee or tea or whatever they wanted, right? So, you can add some value there as well to something that you've already got. Doesn't cost you a lot of money to move off the shelf or whatever it is. And that's another way of creating a great low-ticket offer, to get people re-engaged and back into the door.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Cam, any last thoughts on high-ticket, low-ticket offers? When to use them to grow your sales? Just as I've noticed we are over our 10-minute our strict 10-minute time limit, but any last thoughts before we
look, the only thing I'd say is like just to brainstorm them. Get to what I've always done in the past is like I just draw a line down the middle of a piece of paper, and on one side I write potentially all the low ticket items I can think of, that I think that my market would like, and then all the high ticket items on the other side, and put the prices next to them and just be creative. Don't worry about how you sell it at that point. Just get the mind dumping data, so to speak, right? And then once you've done that data dump and you've got those two columns of low ticket and high ticket, then what you want to do is you want to research the market. Now you can use things like KW Keyword Finder, Google Search Console, Google Trends. There are many tools out there that will show you what people are looking for online. You can look at your competitors, see what they're selling at low ticket and high ticket. Do some mystery shopping, right? And so rather than go, oh, look, these are the low ticket the items I want to sell, or here's the high ticket offer that I want to sell, like go and do some research, find out what people are already buying at the low end in your market and at the high end in your market, then create those two offers. There's no need to guess this when this information is already available to you on the internet.
Yeah, I love that in particular. It's that action, that motion, right? That gets things going. Yeah, so get a simple thing like a bit of paper, line down the middle, and bang, list it, and then you go from there. So it's a really excellent. I mean, it sounds really simple, Cam, but that starting point often is really important. So it's a really nice, simple but powerful tip, I think.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a wrap. Right. Thanks, Steve.
It is. Thanks, Cam. Great to see you again. And Cam, if people want any help with funnels or anything like that, what do they need to do?
Yeah, look, if you're watching this live stream, just check out the comments below. There's a link there for my Linktree, and there's also a link there for Steve's website. So go and check it out. If you want to connect with either one of us, please do so. And we'd be happy to, talk about your business, talk about your marketing, and see how we can help to increase your sales.
Yeah, and I might just add too, Cam, there's still a couple of places left in Copywriters Escape Room, which I posted
Excellent.
about with you in the group, I think on Tuesday.
Yep.
So if you are interested in that, it's one-on-one small group mentoring with me every week at a ridiculously low price. I know you've chided me on that, how cheap it is, but it is about giving and helping.
Yep.
So just PM me if you're interested in Copywriters Escape Room, the support program for business owners and commercial writers. That's a lot of fun and very, very powerful in terms of moving you and your business forward. So, all right, Cam, that's a wrap. Look, we are over our 10 minutes, but under our 20. So we might leave it there. Thanks once again for joining us, folks. Cam, great to see you again, and good luck in the new year, everyone.
Cheers. Thanks, Steve.